never believed it until I heard it. The old man I once met in the forest, his voice still lingers, even though his body has long returned to the earth. It reaches me in a strange, ethereal way, carried like whispers through the fog, almost too faint to trust. At first, I thought it was only my mind playing cruel tricks on me, but then the voice grew clearer. He told me of a building hidden deep within the ruins, a place where the old world still breathes through broken machines. Inside it, he said, there was an elevator, still working, one that could take me far above the gray ceiling of clouds, past the endless mist, to a place where the heavens reveal themselves. I did not want to believe him. Hope is dangerous. Hope cuts deeper than any wound. But I followed his words, step by step, through the silence of broken streets and the shadows of abandoned walls. And then I found it. The elevator. It trembled with age, its lights dim, its buttons almost erased by time. I pressed one, and the machine groaned awake, carrying me higher, higher still, through the trembling of the metal and the suffocating darkness. And then it happened. The doors beyond opened, and I stepped into a world I thought had died forever. The sky stretched wide and alive, glowing with a color I had forgotten existed. Blue, real, living blue. And within it, scattered like jewels, the stars, so many of them, shimmering, breathing, eternal. My eyes filled with tears, burning as if I had been blind all my life and suddenly could see again. I stepped into the observatory, an ancient eye of glass and steel turned toward the forgotten sky, and there I met him, the Stargazer, the operator of the old telescope, who claimed he could see fragments of the future shimmering within the constellations. He confessed, in a whisper that seemed carved from silence itself, that he could never reveal what he saw. If I speak it out loud, he said, the future ceases to be what it is meant to be. That thought struck me with an almost painful beauty, that the future only survives as long as it remains unknown. The moment it is revealed, it dies, collapsing into something else entirely. I wondered how heavy it must be to carry such visions, to watch destinies unfold in the stars and never share them with another soul. For the first time in so long, I felt small in a way that wasn't terrifying. The universe expanded before me, infinite, unbroken, and for a fleeting moment, I felt as though I belonged to something larger than this ruined world. As I stood beneath that vast expanse, I felt myself dissolving into it, like my body was no longer bound by weight or bone, but instead drifting, scattered among the constellations. The stars pulled me outward, further and further, until the silence of the world below vanished, replaced by the endless hum of the cosmos. I floated beyond the scars of this ruined earth, beyond grief, beyond hunger, beyond fear. My breath became starlight, my pulse a rhythm that joined the infinite song of the universe. For a moment, I was not Danne, not a survivor wandering through ashes. I was a fragment of the eternal, infinite, and free, carried gently by the tides of the galaxy. Yet, even in this miracle, my heart ached. I thought of Flora and Giles, my sisters. If only they could stand here with me, their hands in mine, their laughter echoing under this starlit sky. I wished more than anything that they could see it too, that they could believe, even for a single night, that beauty still existed. And as I drifted further, I began to understand something I had never dared to believe. The stars were not distant fires suspended in the void, they were kin, fragments of the same breath that once shaped my body, my blood, my thoughts. Their radiance seeped into me like warmth in the coldest night, and for a moment I felt as though I had always belonged here, that I had never been bound to the ruined earth below. My heart, so heavy for so long, seemed to dissolve into their glow. I thought, what if salvation is not survival at all? What if the true escape is surrendering to this vastness, to let go of the name Danne, to scatter myself across the galaxies like dust, to become one with the constellations? There would be no hunger here, no fear, no grief, only a quiet eternity woven in starlight. To vanish into that brilliance felt like a promise, like a release I had yearned for in silence. As I drifted deeper into the vast silence, the voice of the stargazer followed me, threading itself through the stars. "Tell me, Danne," he whispered, his tone steady as the constellations above us. "Do you think life is about reaching some final place, about arriving and staying?" The question echoed inside me. I wanted to answer yes, that salvation was here, among the galaxies, where pain could no longer reach me. But the words tangled, dissolving before I could speak. He seemed to hear my hesitation. "No," he continued, his voice like a current pulling me forward. "To stay would mean to stop. To stop is to die. Life is not in the stillness of arrival, but in the movement toward it. We are alive because we walk, because we chase, because we dream, even if what we dream of is never truly reached. The meaning is not in the destination, it is in the journey itself." I felt those words strike through me, brighter than any star. I realized then that the goals we carry, whether impossible or distant, are not prisons nor promises we must fulfill. They are the rivers that keep us moving, the breath that keeps us alive. Even if we never touch them, they shape every step we take. For the first time, I saw it clearly. Maybe the beauty of life was never in arriving, but in the endless act of becoming. Yet, as that thought bloomed, so did the ache inside me. To lose myself here would mean never hearing Flora's laughter again, never seeing Jael's eyes light up when she discovered something new. Could I really trade them for eternity? Could I allow myself to dissolve when their faces are still waiting, hidden somewhere in the shadows of the world below? The stars whispered yes, but my heart, fragile and stubborn, whispered no. And in that tension between endless beauty and the weight of love, I hovered, torn and trembling. But they are not here, and without them, this miracle feels incomplete, like a song missing its final note. I wanted to stay, to lie down on the cold metal floor and let the stars sing me to sleep, to pretend the world below did not exist. But I know I cannot. Part of me is missing, torn away the day my family was taken. And until I find my sisters, until I see their faces again, there will always be a hollow inside me, a silence the stars cannot fill. So I will descend again, back through the elevator, back through the gray mist, back into the endless night that waits below. The world beneath is still broken, still starving, still full of shadows that hunt us. But I will carry this memory with me, branded into my eyes, the deep blue sky, the glittering stars. They will remind me that beauty is not gone, not completely, that something greater still lingers, even when the world feels dead. Maybe one day I will return here. Maybe one day I will stand beneath the stars again, not alone, but with Flora and Jael beside me. Until then, I will keep moving. I will keep fighting. And I will keep this vision alive inside me, the one thing the darkness cannot take.